Hello friends, so today we are gonna learn about the Terraform. So first let me just tell you there is a different type of cloud services that we provide in the cloud world. IaaC, infrastructure as a code, platform as a service, and software as a service. Pardon my blunder, infrastructure as a service. So this Terraform is a tool that provide this service, infrastructure as a service. So today's topic is Terraform. So I will start from the beginning, so everyone should be on the same page. Terraform is a really helpful tool if you are working in the cloud world. It is really good to provision a large number of infrastructure, manage those infrastructure and manage their state, and we can reuse them, remodularize them, and as well as destroy them when there is a no need. So as I have told you, this is the IAC tool, infrastructure as a code tool, and this comes under the which type of services, infrastructure as a service that I have already confirmed you guys. Okay, let's go. I have created one demo project so I can explain you guys clearly how these things works. So let me go through my Visual Studio code and then we can start. Okay guys. Yeah, so this is the demo project. In this demo project, let me tell you, I will create one Jenkins server, and the Jenkins server will be created directly from the Terraform. You don't need to do anything. Just you would initialize your Terraform code, and your server will be created altogether. No setup required, no need to install from the official website, nothing. So that will be a really good hands-on and demo for you guys. Okay, just this is the main.tf file. This is our main file where all the configuration is done. I will go through with this you guys, and this is the variable.tf file where we will define our all the variable. uh, there is a lot to it, and this is the terraform.tf file. This is the file where we will define our variable value. That way it is way more secure, and .tf.var file will be only with you, and it will not be exposed. So for the security purposes, it is really good practice to use .tf.var file. This is our private key through which we will create our instance. So as you all know, Jenkins is a CI/CD tool, CI tool where we will do our continuous integration and continuous deployment as well. It is really popular tool, so people in the IT world or cloud world should know about it, what the Jenkins does and how it does. So friends, let me also tell you, we have also competitor in market, what Terraform does. One is Pulumi we have, and the second is Open Tofu we have. Just like that, we have multiple competitors, but all these are nowhere compared to when it comes to Terraform. And in the market, Terraform is also in demand. So let me proceed, and let me just don't delay, and I will start. Okay, okay, friends. So this is our required provider, and this is our provider. There is two things here what I have told you, friends. One is required provider, and the second one is provider. Okay. So this required provider is whatever different type of add-ons that we will use in our project, we will define here. For the required provider, we will define the source, we will define the what version of provider we need. So here for the demo, I have included the AWS. This is the source, and this is the version which we have defined, and this is the provider. This provider tells us on which cloud provider your code will run and provision the infrastructure. Basically, we will connect through the cloud provider through this one. I've defined the where.region name. If we go to here, yeah, here you can see the region name is mentioned. And I did not put the value here. As I mentioned previously, if you guys go to the tf.var files, here you can clearly see our region name. So that's said about the required provider and provider. So as you all aware, for AWS, we need to create a security group. So if we need to create any resource such as VPC, such as instance, such as security group, route table, anything, that will be start from this resource only. So friends, in the Terraform, we use the HCL language, that is HashiCorp language. Terraform is created by HashiCorp company. So they have their own language. Just to simplify this, it is in between JSON and YAML. You can find the similarities as well. So we have defined the inbound rule with the ingress, and we have defined the outbound rule as well. For this, I have opened the port 2020 for SSH connection and AT and 443 HTTPS and HTTP port, and also the Jenkins port, so we can access our Jenkins server. And outbound rule, I have opened everything for now. And then again, as I had told you, anything to create, we need to use a resource. With the resource, we are creating the AWS instance. The reference will be here, myec2, and the AMI will be used var.ami. If you go to the variable, here is the AMI ID, and the value you can find in tf.vars file. Okay, friends? Yeah. Sorry if it was like that, so it got typoed. Now it is clear. Okay. Then in the instance, as I have told you, you don't need to do anything. Your server will be pre-configured directly from the Terraform. So to configure our server, what we will do, we will use a provisioner. In the provisioner, with the help of remote exec, to install the packages into the machine. So how we will do that? First, we will establish the connection. Type will be SSH, and our private key will be mentioned here. That is the private key that is mentioned. Host will be, it will take from the public key, and timeout already mentioned. And friends, once you have done the hands-on on this, once you have experience, you will be familiarized with all this, when to use remote exec, inline, provisioner, and resource all that. So under the inline, our all the configuration, what we will do, it will be mentioned. So here I have mentioned the install Docker configuration, and since for Jenkins we need Java, I have mentioned the Java 17 installation, as well as I have mentioned the install Jenkins configuration. So friend, these all things were taken from the official documentation only. Let me know. I will provide you everything, every link on the description as well. And once the server is created on the console itself, you would see the IP from this, from which your server will be accessible, and as well as the initial password to proceed with the Jenkins as well. Here I have provided, so we can run the Docker in our machine freely for Jenkins user, as you would all know about this user mod command. Then in the output, I have said already, you can see your server where it is running. You can see the initial password through which you need to access it. Here I have not mentioned the Sonar Cube. We can configure the Sonar Cube as well. So for now, we can leave it. If you desire, if you have requirement for the Sonar Cube server and all, that you can do. In the output, I have mentioned, you will see all the details. Your EC2 username and public IP will be there, and your EC2 public IP will be. So this is all our codes. Friends, this was the demo. So I have mentioned the code only here. Once you would be working on the professional environment, there would be a modularized approach. We will have a main.tf, we will have a variable file, we will have the output.tf file, .tf values would be there, and if we have any customized modules, that will be in our module folder. And if you guys want to use the AWS pre-built module, that you can also use. Friends, this module and other stuff I will explain in later videos since we are proceeding with the very basics. So with this basic, friends, you will understand the basic as well as the good hands-on experience. So hands-on is everything. You can learn the all the bookish definition all you want. Until you have the good hands-on, you won't learn anything. These files, what I have mentioned, these will come once you initialize your backend code. So it will provide you the working Terraform working directory where you can learn, and this will be your .tf.state file. TF state file is, friends, is the brain for this Terraform. Whatever resource you created, everything, every details will be in your state file. And in future, if you create anything, if you destroy anything, your state file will be updated. That's why this state file is very important, and that's how it is maintained or track whatever is done in the Terraform. Okay, friend. So now let me just open my git bash. We will go to our directory and we will go to Jenkins. What was our name? Yeah, Jenkins server. And now here you guys can see all the files is there. So for the once you are doing this first time, first you will run this Terraform init command. So for me it is already initialized. So again it will initialize it. You can see it is reusing the previous dependency log file since I have already initialized it. So the log file is there, tf.state file is there. You can see Terraform has been successfully initialized. First time it might take some time. So keep patience and see through it. And then what we will do, we will Terraform validate to see if there are any syntax error or anything in your code. If there are any error, it will provide you that there is a error in your file. Then you can proceed with it and see it to check. See, it provide me the success, the configuration is valid. And if you want your code more beautiful, you can also use the Terraform fmt command. It will provide the more proper format. Since my file was already in the good shape, so format would not change. Okay, friends. Now we have done the validate command, fmt command, and init command. Now what it comes is Terraform plan command. It will tell you like what the infrastructure it will create. All the details will be there, but it will not create it. It will provide you the details just. So first we need to do the Terraform plan only to check what infrastructure would create. Here you can check whatever the infrastructure would be created. So if anything paid services is there, you can see, you can check. See, it has already given me that 2 to add, 0 to change, and 0 to destroy. Changes to output will be there. Here you can see the ingress security group it will create, instance it will create, all the things that it will create. So friend, this might take some time. Once I do the Terraform apply command, and I will add this hyphen hyphen auto hyphen approve. What this will do, like once you do the Terraform apply command, it will ask for the confirmation. Would you want to proceed to create these resources? You would need to then manually type yes, then it will create. With this auto approve, it will be fully automatic. So let's do the Terraform apply command. And friends, we need to at least wait for at least 5 minutes since there is lot of provisioning that is happening. So that's why you can see here it is already started creating. As of now, it is creating the security group. So still creation complete after 3 seconds security group. Now it is creating the instance. After the instance is creating, it is started the provisioning with remote exec. Now you can see all the provisioning that needs to be happened in the machine. Provisioning will happen. So friends, meanwhile it goes, let us go through more about this code so you can understand more clearly what is happening, friends. So as I have already told you about the required providers, don't be confused with the required providers and provider. For the required provider, you need to use the Terraform block. Under the Terraform block, required provider will be mentioned. And for the provider, you would directly use the provider block under which it will mention. I have already mentioned what step you need to take. Step 1 was create a security group. So friend, this is just for the reference. This is not the real name that it will provide once your resource is created. And also here is the main name that it will create, Jenkins server SG security. And the description I have mentioned. For the SSH connection, we will enable the port 2020. For in your machine work, HTTP I have enabled port 80. You will define the what is the description from port to port, protocol that it needs to follow, and the CIDR blocks. All the things you guys would have done manually in your AWS or any separated cloud account. And same has done for the HTTPS connection, description from port to port, protocol, and CIDR block. Friend, this is for the demo purpose. That's why in the CIDR block we have enabled for everyone. According to your project requirement, you guys would define the CIDR block accordingly. Same has done for this Jenkins port. Since we need to access the Jenkins server, that's why we need to also open the port 8080. Then we have defined the egress. We have also opened everything, allow everything for the outbound rules as well. This is for the demo purpose. Don't ever try to do this in your dev prod environment. This is only for the demo purpose to learn. Now this will create the EC2 instance. We will define the AMI. This AMI you can get from your cloud directly where you create an instance. And if you see in TFWare files, I've already mentioned the AMI. This AMI is Ubuntu 24.04, the latest one. And then we have what instance type. It is T2 macro, T2 medium. We have, sorry, unable to open the tf.state file in use. That's why it is not opening. Yeah. Here the T2 medium we have defined, and then again, uh, what would be the key name? The key name would be defined here, the Terra key that we have used. Whatever your key is in your AWS account, same name would be mentioned, replaced with your key name without .pem extension. Now this is created. We have defined the root blocks and we have defined the tags. Now we will, as mentioned, remote exec. We will use first. We will establish the connection, so our Terraform can access the machine, and then once the machine is accessible, we can first install the Docker. We will update the system, install everything. We will install the Java. Let's see what is happening. It is under the remote exec. As you guys can see right now, it is doing the configuration for Jenkins server. There is no error. Our code is running smoothly. So that's a good sign, friends. Okay, let's get back to it. Yeah, we will install the Docker. So as you all know, we need a Java to run a Jenkins. So you guys need to install a Java 17. I've already provided the reference for everything, so you can follow the link as well. This is from the official doc. Pardon. So all this is from the blog post, and this is the Jenkins configuration that is done. So let's see if our code great, apply complete, resource 2 added, 0 change, 0 destroy. So friend, that is a good sign. As we mentioned output, this is we have a public IP, and this is how we can access our server. So this is a really good sign, friend. Our code was running successfully. Now the truth of the moment, we need to check if our code is running successfully or not. If we are able to access our Jenkins servers. Now we will click on it and see, friends, as said, Jenkins server is accessible, and we have also the password is there as well. You don't need to see, friend, this copy is really what it copied the space as well. We need to copy the only the password. So that's why sometimes people have error here as well. They copy the spaces as well. This password are really sensitive, so you need to proceed accordingly. So friend, as you can see, my server is accessible and the password was good, and now the Jenkins server is starting. So as you can see, you can get the public IP here, all the things here. If we need to access the server, we can hit back to the mobile term and to access our server. Uh, in this session, SSH connection, we need to just copy this public IP is copied. We will provide the IP address. Since this was a Ubuntu machine, we will provide the Ubuntu name and our Terraform key. We know where is our key saved, so we can get the key directly and then we can open it, see, and it is authenticating. Great, our server is accessible from the console as well. So all the things, everything is running smoothly, my friends. And you can see the Jenkins server is also getting processed. This way you would be able to see the server, and this is the code. So friends, I would suggest please do the hands-on, learn first, learn about the what you guys need to learn. First, go through the documentation or any YouTube tutorial to go through the documentation to learn Terraform basics. What is the Terraform? And once you guys have learned the Terraform basics, all the theory part is complete. Comes to hands-on. Try little. First, try to create a simple resource. And friends, how you need to do it, I forgot to tell very important information. To run these codes successfully on your cloud provider, what you need to do for the AWS, you need to install the AWS CLI and you need to do the AWS configure. Once you do the AWS configure, you would be asked for the access key ID, secret access key, and region and default output format. That's how your cloud provider will be connected to your console. So, friend, this is very important. Without this, your provisioning will not happen because you will not be able to connect it to the cloud provider. So please follow these steps on the initial stage before going any further. Once this configuration is done, then only do the Terraform init and all the commands. Okay, friends. So resource will be created, and what command we need to do? We need to do the Terraform init. First command will be there. Once the Terraform init is successful, then we need to do the Terraform validate to check if there are any syntax error or anything. Once this is done, then we will proceed with Terraform FMT if you like or not. Then we will do the Terraform plan command. If we will check what resources we need to create. And after that, the final will be Terraform apply. It is up to you if you guys want to do the hyphen hyphen auto hyphen approve, or you can do this simply Terraform apply command. It will ask to do the on the mid level if you want to proceed with the infrastructure or not. You just need to write the yes and enter. It will create your infrastructure. So thank you friends. Keep supporting my videos and subscribe my channel and like my video, and I will provide the more beautiful and knowledgeable content to you.